Okay, so he had issues with the ministry. He received a new government directive. The last one was, I think, about apples and how you weren't supposed to eat them. So let's find out what's going on with that. Talk to the boss to get new instructions. However, you can call me anytime from work using a private line and ask for him. Hiding information about crimes. Killing. Green apple. Red apple. Sing in front of the Ministry of Orders and Minister Protests. Foreign money, that's annoying. By the way, Carl, I strongly discourage you ignoring the phone calls. Remember, you and me serve our great people, and completion of directives and orders of the ministry are our blood, water, and air. And the main thing, several tenants are at risk. Your predecessor couldn't cope. I hope you will do better. How can I do this? First of all, watch tenants closely. Gather evidence for the police. Between ourselves, our great state can be very grateful to those who do their work in a proper way. This is very foreign to the United States mindset, but a couple of the countries overseas are very, ask not what your country can do for you, and obviously communism ran this way for a while, where everyone had to have a job. This, obviously was monitored. That was back in the days of the KGB before they changed their name to the NIH, or it was the CIA that was the NIH first. And, definitely a different sort of culture. So, ministry can turn its blind eye to forgery or blackmail if this helps you achieve your goal. Do my best. It's not what I expected from this work. Okay, so we got money, we got reputation points. I'm gonna move the camera. If I were you, I'd be worried whether the expectations of the ministry regarding your position are satisfied. There's certainly a lot of threat involved. He just basically said that they are above the law, and the interesting thing about a government, one of the quotes that sticks in my head is, a government is a body of people most notably ungoverned. So this is a very dystopian, very 1984 sort of look on how a population would be controlled, especially with slightly more modern, not amenities, but surveillance capabilities. I don't know if you've noticed, but every single one of your laptops has a web camera on it. And I read an article a while ago that there was an intervention for a kid because a teacher saw him taking some pills. Now those were laptops that were issued by the schools, and this was in the United States, by the school, but they were monitoring the kids via their webcams. So landlords have done this. Sometimes they tell you, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have cameras in the common areas. That's actually legal. So before we have our mega, go USA intervention, Patriot freak out, it's glory be to great, you know, country. This is a way of life that they're a little bit more open about. Not that they are under surveillance in other countries, but that this was an era that they went through. I wouldn't necessarily label it as dystopian. No haste to call your department. You can always get an advice of your wise tutor and the last. You can always ask the last guy about it. The key I gave you opens every door in the house. It's a skeleton key. Make sure the tenants leave the apartment before entering it. Many citizens are still confident that their private life is their own business. Let it be so. Set to work. It's interesting. I don't know if that's a new concept they're trying to instill. Again, like I said, this looks like an entry-level place where you're kind of like earning your stripes here, and that they want you to move up. And there's a sort of indoctrination that people go through whenever they're introduced into a foreign culture, and that includes this sort of foreign culture where, like I said, someone else might freak out, but it's simply another culture of surveillance. And that indoctrination includes the slippery slope theory, which tends to work. It happens also with terrorists online. I did a paper on it. Okay, so she still has the same thing going on. I need to go look at the ministry phone. I'm really bad at scrolling here. Ministry of Order, your call accepted. Hello, Carl. You've learned your main duties, ready to receive a task. Sure. Set surveillance in apartment number 2. Jacob Manischek lives there. That was the slippery guy. You can always buy recorded cameras in the state shop. Careful and enter the tenants' apartments when they're not at home. Use mouse wheel for scale adjustment. So I need to go buy surveillance camera. Use mouse wheel for adjustment. Am I able to see into the apartments? No. Apartment 2, so we need to go there. Use the mouse wheel for scale adjustment. So, crime and punishment. Search apartment 2, install a camera on apartment 2, gather data on Jacob Manischek. Apparently now I can explore the apartment. Anything nice, kids' beds. I don't even want to know, it's gonna be like equilibrium. And apparently a very poor nation, we're gonna have to work your way up. I was wondering why we sanction nations like that. Like, why start out the people? There's only one ice rink in the city. Skating's not popular these days. I might need them. A new government directive is received. Nothing in the bed. It's a government directive. Search apartment 2, install camera. Foreign money prohibited, seen from the ministry. Old clothes storage and usage are prohibited. What the heck are you gonna wear then? Hey, what's up, kid? This father. The boss is nasty. Like eating good food, studying at university. I'll try to find a job while studying work at the same time. I hope so. I hate mine. Better to die than work as a slave. Missed any classes. To be honest, I don't believe you can get this place in the university for that. Be diligent student. This place cost us too much. I won't let you down. That's where I'd escape before I was sent to a mine. Keep cool. I've told you 100 times that working in mines is hard, but well respected. Still trying to help around the house. I played with Martha recently. So we have our lost child. Ooh! This is uber creepy. Okay, so there's apartment 2. It looks empty. We can like surveil away here. Wow. Old man smoking pipes on me. He's thinking about sleeping. Deck of cards and dices. I don't know if I can write that down or... I mean, they definitely said bribery and something else was okay. But ethically, I mean, morals are out the window with this, but ethically, following that rule set, you would actually have to not steal, even if it's evidence. Unless extreme evidence, and I don't really think that having a deck of cards hasn't been outlawed yet. There's always next time. Broken bottle. Be dangerous. Okay, so we're almost out of time. Definitely creepy, definitely interesting, definitely thought-provoking. Check it out. Beholder, it's scheduled for release in the third quarter here in the UK.